Hey, Sonny here. Today I'm going to show you how to play This is Amazing Grace by Phil Wickham on electric guitar. So the first thing is that the recording, Phil Wickham records the song in B flat. So, but it's really high for the congregation to sing. Phil has a very high voice, kind of like Chris Tomlin. So I would So it's a better key to play is drop the song down about 1.5 step. So I'm going to show you how to play this song in the key of G. But if you want to play just like with the record, if you want to play along with the song, you can just raise everything I show you up three frets. So for example, if I'm playing a G on the 3rd fret, a G chord, you just move up 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. So you just play the B flat. 3 frets up from the G. So if I play the solo, if I play the on the 13th fret, 12 and 10 on the B string. So that's 13, 12, 10, 12. So that's in the key of G. If you want to play along with the record, you need to move up 3 frets up. So instead of 13th fret, you play the 16th fret. Instead of 12th fret, you'll play the 15th fret. Instead of the 10th fret, you'll play the 13th fret. So if you play that, that would be Phil Wickham's key on the record. So again, we are going to play in the key of G. It's easier to sing for everyone. It's actually easier to play on the electric guitar as well. All right, so begin with the intro. It goes like this. So the notes are, I'll play on the B string, 13, 12, and 10 frets. Back to 12 frets. And then 12, 10, 12 on the B string. And then I use my middle finger, play the 12th fret on the G string. That way it's better movement. Play the 12th fret on the G string and then 10 and 12 on the B string. So. And then you play the 10 and 12 on the E string. So slowly. I'm sorry, start over again. So, in the next part, repeat again. 13, 12, 10, back to 12th fret on the B string. 12, 10, 12 on the B string. And then 12 on the G string, 10 and 12 on the B string. And use your index finger, play the 9th fret on the G. Slide down, just move your hand down and play the 7th fret on the G. So the whole thing slowly. Repeat the whole thing again. So that's the intro, and behind the intro you play the G power chord and the C power chord. So the G power chord would be E3 and A5, and the C power chord would be A3 and D5. So, la, 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 that's the basic rhythm. Now the verse goes like this. So basically your hand just goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If it's too hard for you to play single notes like that, there's many different ways to play it, because if you have two different guitar players, one guy can play the and the other guy can just play the chord. Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? That's the G chord, and the C. Who loves is mighty and so much stronger? And the E minor. The King of good, the King of glory. And then D major. The King above all king. Alright, so the chord is, again, it's G. Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? And then C. Whose love is mighty and so much stronger. And you can play E minor. The King of glory. D. Power chord. The King above all king. And then we play this. What I'm doing is I play the 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string, and use my pinky and play on the 4th fret on the G string. Again, slowly. And back to the G chord. Who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder? C chord. C power chord. Who leaves us breathless in awe and wonder? The way I strum it, I go. You can go, just go. Just up, down, up, down. That's fine too. I like to. So it's two ways you can do it, right? You can go. So just your choice. So every time, you just stick with whatever you want to do. Now, so that's basically the verse. Just G, C, E, D, C. G, C, E, D, C. If you want to get more fancy, if you have a second guitar player plays the single notes, you'll play something like this. So what I'm doing is I play the, basically I play the single note of the G chord, the G power chord. So I play the 3rd fret on the E, 5th fret on the D, and then 5th fret on the A. And then I move my pinky down from the 5th fret on the D to 7th fret on the G. 7th fret on the D. And then you play that twice. And you play the 4th fret on the G string. I'll go. So you play the 7th fret on the D and 4th fret on the G. the C chord, and then you play the so you play the C chord on the 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret on the D, you play the 7th fret on the D, and again 4th fret on the G, and then after you play that would be 7th fret on the A, 5th fret on the G, 5th fret on the D. That's an E minor interval, by the way. E minor 3rd. And then D major interval, D major 3rd interval would be 5th fret on the A and 4th fret on the D string. So the whole thing. Back to that pattern again on the C, which is A3, B on the D, or 2nd fret on the D string, and 4th fret on the G. So that's the verse. On the 4th fret and 5th fret on the D. Alright, so from the last line of the verse into chorus goes like this. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is G. We just do the 8th note on the down. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing mercy, that you would take my place, E minor, that you would bear my cross, D. That's a D power chord at the 5th position. You would lay down your life at the G, then I would be set free, C. Oh, Jesus, I sing for as E minor. And then stop on the D. All that you've done for me, and back to the intro. Now that's the chords behind the chorus. It's just now that's also another part to add to that. You can play like this. Do that again slowly. Alright, so the notes are basically it's the bottom part of the G chord. The G bar chord, just play last 4 notes, which is D5, G4, B3, and E3. So we'll start from the D5, and then you jump up and play the 3rd fret on the high E string, and then 3rd fret on the B string, and then 4th fret on the G string. then you move to a C position. It's a C chord, but we're playing the last 3 notes of the C bar chord. And we'll play the 5th fret on the G, 3rd fret on the high E string, and the 5th fret on the B string. Sorry. And slide your hands up and play the E minor position. So what I'm playing is I play the 9th fret on the G string, 8th fret on the B, 7th fret on the B, and back to 9 on the G. And then play a D position. So what I'm doing is I play like a pivot note. So I play the 5th fret on the B. I'm sorry, 7th fret on the B, 7th fret on the G. Twice. And then 8th fret on the B. And stays on the 7th fret on the G string. Twice. And pinky plays the 10th fret on the B string. And then play this 9th, and play the 7th fret on the G string again. So that's our part behind the chorus. I think the only thing left is the bridge, which is just the strumming on. You turn your guitar down quietly, and you just play the worthy is the Lamb who was slain. That part right there, and then just do a G chord and a C chord, just like the intro. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's pretty much the whole song. So hopefully you can apply, and again, just try to explore and play something different, and you just play around the melody. But basically that's how I play it with the song. Hopefully I didn't make it too confusing, and that covers the entire song. Thanks for watching.